how to create this using vMix. Yes, this is called picture in picture. How to place camera and scripture side by side in vMix. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the tutorial. Don't forget, my name is Victor Eje. This is Gen2 Media. This is my vMix right here. So we are going to create this using vMix and EasyWorship. Yeah. All right. So the first step, let's open our EasyWorship. Let me open my EasyWorship. I'm currently using EasyWorship version 7. I already did a tutorial on how to install the EasyWorship 7 for free. So you can click the link in the description and download it. Okay, let me change my theme from lower third to full screen. Okay, now let me add my EasyWorship into vMix. Let's go to add inputs, desktop capture. Let's wait for it. All right, this is my EasyWorship. Click it and then hit OK. Okay, so this is my EasyWorship right here. Please don't forget to turn off your EasyWorship audio. Each time you add EasyWorship version 7, you can see it's coming with desktop audio. If you don't take note of this, if you project your scripture, you'll be getting noise, you'll be picking general noise. So all you need to do is just to come to your audio mixer right here, scroll down, you see your EasyWorship audio. Now just drag it down. Okay, so we have our EasyWorship inside vMix. Now let's bring a background I will be making use of, and my camera. Since I don't have a camera at this point for setup, so I'll be making use of one of my video in place of camera. All right, so let me go and bring in the video and the background we'll be using. Let me go to my desktop. So this is the video and the background, so let me just drag it into vMix and drop it here. All right, so here's our background, here is our video. Okay, now let's make this full screen. The background is not covering the whole screen. Let me just double click on it, come to position, and then expand it a bit. Zoom X. Yes, it's not covering it. Okay, now here's my video. Now the first thing you need to do is just to double click on this background right here. Double click on it, come to layer and multi-view. Click layer and multi-view. Now on this 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the places you add the inputs. Okay, click this none right here, click the drop down arrow, and then you will see if you have your camera added, you can just select your camera, but I'll be making use of this video. Okay, now that we've added it, now click on edit, and it will bring out this interface for you. Okay, now you are going to crop it. You are going to crop it. Doing that, you will have to enable the cropping. Just tick the box, and now you can crop X. The X means left and right, Y means up and down. So X1 will crop from the left, X2 will crop from the right. You are seeing it. So that's how you would do it. Make sure your subject is centralized. Okay, all right. So once you are done, you can use this zoom right here to just reduce it a bit, move it to the left. All right, so if you take note of this, the sample we are making use of, you see a border around it. So we are going to give it a border right now. So where you are seeing this border right here, you are going to tick it, this border, just tick it, and then come to color, this color. Now you're going to double click on it, and then you select your desired color, any color you want. Like this one right here, I believe they use yellow. Yeah, so let's just go for yellow. Let's go for this yellow. Hit OK. All right, so the thickness and the radius, we are going to increase the number. The thickness, it depends on how bold you want the border to be. Yeah, let's give it 10 and see. Okay, you can see, I believe you have seen it. All right, so the radius now, it will help you to curve the edge. the edge, this edge you are seeing, the four corner edge of the camera. So if I increase it, let's make it 10 and see, you can see it's a bit curved now. So the radius help you to curve, while the thickness will give you the border. All right, so now we are going to reduce the camera a bit, reduce it a bit, and drag it here. All right, so we are through with our camera. Now let's go for the scripture. Go back to your layer and multi-view. Go back to your layer and multi-view, click it, and now you are going for number 2. This number 2, click the none right here, and then you select your scripture, your EasyWorship. All right, so we have our EasyWorship selected. Now go to edit, click on this edit right here, click it. Now the first thing you have to do is to zoom it, reduce it, zoom it to the left, you reduce it, and just drag it to the right. Take your mouse on top, drag it to the right. Okay, now we are going to expand it. Let's just make it a bit long. All right, so we use zoom Y to expand it a bit. And take note, if you watch this one we are following right here, you can see they are on the same size, so we'll make ours the same size as well. So we'll do some adjustments to the camera. All right, so let's zoom it a bit. Okay, so we'll make adjustment to our camera. Doing that, go back to your layer and multi-view, come to the camera and edit it. Now we are going to shrink it. We're going to shrink it. Now let's use zoom X to shrink it a bit. Now we'll use zoom Y to reduce the height, so you can see. All right, so okay, let's reduce it a bit again. Zoom Y. Okay, let's just leave it like this. We'll increase the size of our scripture. Now let's go back to our scripture, go to layer and multi-view again, come to your scripture, edit it. Now you are going to zoom it, use zoom X to expand it a bit, can drag it here, then use zoom Y to increase the height a bit, so you can see. All right, so now what's the next step? We'll give it the border, this yellow border we gave to the camera, we'll give it to the scripture as well. All right, so tick your border, come to your color, double click on it, select your color, your desired color, anyone you want. Let's go for the yellow and hit OK. All right, now the thickness, let's give it 10. So you can see it has affected it. And then the radius, if you want, you can give it the radius, and if you don't want it, you can just leave it the way it is. Okay, so if you watch closely, you will see that it's not aligned. Yes, we will need to expand we'll need to stretch the camera. Okay, so now let's go to our layer multi-view. Now let's edit the camera. Okay, let's expand it, zoom Y, so that it will be, yes, I think we are good with this. Let me move this to the left a bit. Let me move this to the left a bit, and then now take note, anyone you want to edit, you must go to the layer and multi-view and select that particular one. Take for instance, I'm moving the camera right here, you can see it, I'm moving it. That doesn't mean I can move the scripture. No, I'm only on the camera. That's why the movement is affecting the camera alone. Okay, so let's position it. If I want to move the scripture, all I need to do is just to go to my layer and multi-view, come to my scripture and edit it. Okay, now I can now move my scripture. All right, I think we'll bring it down a bit. Yes, bring it down a bit. Let's bring it down a bit. Okay. All right, so you can see we have our scripture and our camera placed side by side in vMix. Now if you want to add your logo, if you watch closely, you will observe that they have their logo placed on it. Well, you can actually do it generally on your vMix, or you can add it to this lower third. But I think it's better the logo you just overlay it generally inside the vMix. Yeah. Then this split screen, this the scripture and the camera, you can actually design maybe social media handle and the rest. Actually, your designer can do this. If you are not a good designer, you can just give give it to your designer so that your designer can just give you the frame, the size, and give you this border. Now all you need is just to place your camera, but I'm just showing you how you can do it with vMix. All right, so take for instance you want to add your logo. Let me go and bring in my logo. Let me drag this logo into vMix. Okay, this is the logo right here. Okay, let me resize it. Let me double click on the logo, come to position. Now take note, this place is showing 1. If I make any adjustments, you see it's not affecting the logo. Why? Because the last edit I did, I used layer and multi-view. I edited layer multi-view 1. That's why it's on 1. So if you want to edit this new one, you have to click this drop down arrow and put it on main. This main right here, select it. Okay, now let's zoom it and resize our logo, and then you can just come here and just left click and drag your logo to your desired position. Let's reduce it again. Okay, so we have our logo right here. You can see it on this preview screen. All right, so let's close it. Let's project our what we did, and then let's put our logo. So we'll come to overlay input 2 and overlay the logo. So you can see the logo right there. You can see it right there. All right, so which other thing? All right, so if you want to give it transition now, and you want it, because you won't want it to be, if you want to return to this camera, this one looks dull. But if you use merge, you can see the transition. You can see the transition. All right, so if it's too, you can see it's not that smooth. You can reduce the time as well. Just click the drop down arrow under this merge, and you can reduce this duration, reduce it to 500. Okay, let's try it again. You can see merges. And if you want to merge to your scripture, just click the merge. You can see and you can actually give it a shortcut that if you press the key, it will merge to camera 1, and if you press a key, it will merge to scripture So in my next tutorial, I will show you how to do the shortcuts in vMix. Yes, so that's how to create picture in picture using vMix. So if you find this video helpful, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you whenever I upload new video. Don't forget, my name is Victor Eje. This is Gentle Media.